What is up, people? It's Tangi and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're getting into some deep stuff, so make sure you pay attention. And right before we start today's video, guys, if you guys want to keep up with everything that is going up on the channel when Black Ops 4 comes out and everything before that, you guys can go ahead and subscribe. We'll be covering way too much stuff on this channel, so if you guys do enjoy the video. Now, before we go into this, you guys need to bring your heads back to Mob of the Dead. Alright, you guys remember when we completed the Easter egg, we broke the cycle. You guys know Weasel broke the cycle on Mob of the Dead when we complete the Easter egg, and that's pretty much what happens and what's the core thing that you need to keep in mind during this whole video. Now, you guys know Blood of the Dead, everything is everywhere, dude. Everybody is speculating about a bunch of stuff, and a lot of things are sounding to be true. Like, a lot of things are actually lining up in place according to a lot of things that have happened in the past. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, just some minor little things, and a lot of things are just everywhere right now. So bear with me for this video. I'm pretty sure you guys have probably heard of all the other videos that have gone onto the other YouTubers' channels about all of the theorizing and stuff about what's going to happen to Nikolai, why is the cycle broken. Now, I already made a video on my channel explaining why the cycle is broken, and I was just explaining basically the cutscene and what's going on in the cutscene. So our cutscene is basically the result of the cycle being broken. Now, why is the cycle broken? And a lot of people are saying it's because of Weasel. Why would Weasel break the cycle? Well, it's simple. He's the one that broke the cycle in Mob of the Dead, which kind of screwed up the whole storyline and the cycle of Mob of the Dead, which is in the Ether storyline, which would screw up our whole storyline because it's part of the Ether storyline and the Eternal Purgatory. And the reason why our characters at the end of Revelations actually are able to survive is because of the Purgatory and because of Mob of the Dead. It's an infinite cycle that goes on and on until they actually find out and break the cycle and atone for their sins. The thing that I haven't said yet, of course, for the Mob of the Dead thing, why I think it's the most plausible one is because in the trailer for Blood of the Dead, we hear Richtofen is saying, "My blood, why is this happening?" And the reason why I think that's why this is the most plausible kind of theory out there is because Richtofen has the blood of the Mob of the Dead crew. The reason why a lot of people are thinking why this theory is probably the best one is because the second Richtofen that's reading the Chronorium and that seems to know what's going on and that knows that the Chronorium changed and everything is because he doesn't have any blood vials left. And the reason why this Richtofen doesn't have any blood vials, it's not because he drank them already or anything like that. It's because he knows that they are useless now because the cycle has been broken in Mob of the Dead, and basically since the cycle has been broken, it's not an eternal purgatory and an eternal cycle that is keeping on going on. Basically, Mob of the Dead is now a kind of universe set into place, which now Dr. Monty in a sense can now erase from the universe because it's not an eternal purgatory just going on for the infinite cycle again and again. And the reason why this Richtofen does not have any blood vials is because he knows that they are useless now because they have broken the cycle in Mob of the Dead, and that is why this theory is probably the best one out there. Now, because in Mob of the Dead, when you break the cycle and complete the Easter egg, that kind of is the reason why this whole cutscene is happening in the first place, because that's the main core reason why, first of all, the cycle would be broken. But a lot of people are actually talking about there's so much more stuff that is broken in the cycle that a lot of things can mean a lot of possible things, and a lot of things can bring a lot of different outcomes, and we don't know which one of these theories could actually work and be true, just actually, you know, be part of why this cutscene is happening and why the cycle is broken in the first place. And now this is why theorizing and theories are really fun and getting us hyped for Mob of the Dead and just the Ether storyline in a whole right now for Black Ops 4. I know a lot of people aren't really that excited right now for the Chaos story. I know I remain super excited for it, but it's because we haven't had that much information yet on the Chaos, and I think that'll come in more into time when we actually figure out more about our characters and everything that's going to happen in this Chaos story and everything like that. But right now, everybody's just theorizing on everything from Blood of the Dead, and it is super fun to see everybody just getting back into it with all these crazy theories going around. Now, the point of this video isn't really to give you guys a hardcore foundation of why this is true, why this is happening, why the cycle breaks in Mob of the Dead is the reason why Blood of the Dead and the whole whole Ether storyline is all breaking and why all of these shattered dimensions being put in place and why all of this is happening. There's no proof that this is the certain outcome or the certain reason why this is happening for the Ether storyline in a whole. It's just a lot of stuff is going around, and I think this is probably the most legit one, in my opinion, probably the most interesting one, to be honest. There's a lot of other interesting ones right now that are just going around, and there's so much to go through that I don't want to make like an hour video on that and kind of going into that and just explaining all of it. That is pretty much the core foundation of why I think the reason of why we have Blood of the Dead and all of this, all of these shattered universes coming into place, why the cycle is kind of breaking or already broken for premise characters, is because Weasel broke the cycle on Blood of the Dead, and the outcome of that just being the whole Ether storyline being screwed up because that cycle is now broken, meaning that it messes up the whole Ether storyline, bringing up to Blood of the Dead, that being what it is for the moment, and we don't really know anything further. I'm just gonna speak real quick of this other Richtofen. I really can't make my own opinion on this because there's so many possibilities of who he could be, and I think that right now this other Richtofen is not someone that we've seen before. It's somebody completely different and somebody that knows that the whole thing is screwed up and he's trying to get himself out of this mess, or something completely different of what we've seen. And guys, dude, so much stuff is going on right now. I really can't explain that much because it'll just take way too long, but a lot of theorizing. I'm really enjoying it. Everybody coming up with all of their stuff. It's really enjoyable to just hear and listen to everybody just talking about the stuff because it really gets everybody just pumped for Black Ops 4, especially me as well. And I hope you guys are excited for it as too. And if you are excited, subscribe to the channel, dude. Leave a like, do whatever you guys want to do, man. I'm just saying, dude, this is going to be the best year for zombies so far for Black Ops, and I think that it's going to be pretty insane of what we see. We're just gonna have to see what Treyarch has in store for us. So I really do hope you guys did enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much for watching the video as well. You guys are absolutely awesome. The support in the recent week has been absolutely crazy, or in the past 2 weeks has been absolutely crazy. Guys, we are on the road to victory for Black Ops 4, dude. So of course, beta's coming in like a week inbound. We're going to be streaming a whole lot of that and making a bunch of videos on that. Apart from that, that is going to be it for me today. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys do have a wonderful day, baby.